Well, hello everybody, and a happy Saturday to you for like whatever time it is for you, whether it's in the morning, the afternoon, at night, whatever. It's good to see you. Hey, Al, so glad that you could join. So nice to see you here once again. And today, in a way, this is all interconnected too on passive because it started out with me looking into things because of somebody who was a member of on passive. And I'll go ahead and share this with you guys. And this is a work in progress, a complete work in progress. And then let me also make this bigger for you and remove myself over here. All right. Is that better? Can you kind of see this? Okay. So I found out that Mr. Russo, who is part of On Passive, I believe they're still part of On Passive. They may have left, I don't know, but let's just say that they're still part of On Passive because they could be members of both things, considering the number of scammy things this guy has been involved in, which I do have those things listed on this deck, and it's pretty hefty when I actually read all of them on a different stream. And I haven't cross-referenced what I read versus this list. But the point is, at the end of the day, he's been in more than what I've ever seen in my life. It was pretty much shocking. It's like, so that's been your, and I hate using this word, profession. And I guess that's what a professional scammer does, is just continue to find ways to continue to scam people. That's all I can make out of it, at least. That's my interpretation. So we'll start over here with Telex Free, because Ash and Michael Aim Williams, automatic internet millionaire dude, they were part of Telex Free, and Ash had an offshoot, and what was it called? Telex Max or something. I don't have that pulled up right now. I think it was Telex Max. Hey there, Queen. How are you doing, sweetheart? And they were also both part of GDI, Global Domains International. And I'm just going to presume that they still are. And Carol Reve, who is part of On Passive, or was, she was also part of GDI. And that led us to believe, so Ash and Michael must have brought people over from GDI to On Passive. And so then when we get over here to On Passive, we have Ash, Michael Williams, Ken Russo, and Carol. And then you drop down over here and it's like, oh, there's Nilo Life, because Ken is involved in that. But then you have Eric Allen, Larry Lane, and Nick Sorensen. Well, this trio of people were involved with Transact Card and Finmore. And it gets crazier. And also there's been people, Carol Reve has been, promoting LiveGood. And you can see this Nauder guy is up here also. And he is involved with these people that created Globallee, which there's some kind of weird type of thing, because Globallee and LifeConverted share the same address. And it looks like this guy, Orkin Eret, I'm not probably saying it correctly, so I'm sorry, just whatever. So all of these are interconnected in some way. And one day I'll write it all up, because I certainly cannot remember it off the top of my head. I think I did well enough just sticking this diagram together. But Nilo Life is getting some products, from LifeConverted. They're selling them. And they'd even have that publicly addressed, well, wherever I got the information, it was somewhere, maybe it wasn't publicly, but they clearly stated that they were LifeConverted products. It's like, well, that's interesting, because LifeConverted is actually getting the products from Globallee. So it's like, who's actually manufacturing this stuff? Are they getting things from the same suppliers, or is one of them making them and then they're being sold and, like just white labeling everything? I mean, I'm really not sure how this is all working out, but everything is interconnected. And then LiveGood has some essential oils, which we're going to look at that today. And I've heard there's a doTERRA connection. So that's why this entire crazy ass thing exists. And then there's ASEA. Charles Osong, Omino, and Dr. Bill have been part and may still be part of ASEA, which, looking at this from this lens, it's like, well, when On Passive first started, it made it sound like that it was going to be a marketing platform that you could promote your, quote, business, your other MLM business through whatever it was that they were offering. But then it has since, like morphed into something else. So that's why we have this complete weird diagram thing of trying to connect everything together. And so let me share with you with what was shared with me, and the person is anonymous. I do not give away like my sources or anything, but this is like kind of how I got the idea that doTERRA is actually supplying the essential oils. And we will be looking at the websites. We will be also watching a video. So I was chitter chattering with someone, and okay, first of all, where are they? Where's the LiveGood's? I'm sorry, I'm like looking at all the wrong places. Okay. So LiveGood, Ben Glinsky, Laura Goodkin, Lisa Goodkin, husband and wife, and that Nauder dude, they have formed LiveGood. Just so, like we get that out of the way. And Lisa apparently had used essential oils and has a connection to doTERRA from what I was told. So this is what it says, is Lisa has a connection to them, meaning doTERRA, because she'd been using the oils for a while. And she suggested they do the oils when Ryan was pretending to go around to all these farms and educating himself on the health benefits of essential oils. Since he's such a great doctor and all doctors know about essential oils and hang around farms. I mean, right? Doesn't every doctor just go, all you need is some peppermint oil. All you need is some eucalyptus oil. And, I do use a diffuser with eucalyptus oil. I do like me some eucalyptus oil. And I do sprinkle some like lavender stuff on my pillow, but I spray something on there, which I got off of Amazon. I'm not getting anything from an MLM, just for relaxing type stuff. I'm not ingesting it. So please, nobody ever ingest any essential oils. Please do not do that. And these oily people will tell you, oh yeah, you can bake with it. It can replace an actual lemon. Don't do that. Please do not do that. Anyway, Lisa had ties to someone in the corporate side of doTERRA. And so they kind of like struck some kind of deal to get these oils manufactured through doTERRA, but at a discounted price. So that way doTERRA could make some money and they would as well. And then when they released these oils, there was like no mention, and they looked eerily like the doTERRA oils. And people were getting punished when they would mention anything like, man, this sure looks like doTERRA. They're all upset about any kind of anything with that. And I was also told in the same exchange that apparently Ben gets all butthurt when someone is like calling anything out and just kind of labels them as a troublemaker. Another naysayer, how we're labeled as naysayers because we don't believe in On Passive. And if you don't believe, you're obviously against humanity, and obviously you hate anything that's good. It's the same thing, but the dude's name is Ben. That's all that is. And so he'll block accounts and blah, blah, like anybody's complaining. Doesn't that sound familiar? Because on Passive, on the various different webinars and stuff, they will just kick people right on out if they're asking a question. Doesn't matter that the question's a good, solid question that you should be able to ask and get an answer. No. Doesn't matter. They just see like you're being negative. So I'm presuming that that's kind of like what's going on here too. It's like, negative people, don't need that in your life. They're not true believers. Get rid of them. And that always pisses me off. And oh gosh, and they should just be grateful for what they have done for them with, like LiveGood. Doesn't that sound familiar about on passive, about how you should be grateful for where you are in on passive, even though you're not being paid for dick all or anything? You see how these things operate very similarly? So there's the kind of little lowdown on the backstory of this bullshit. Okay. He doesn't like anyone complaining about a product not working. That's the same with on passive. Same with on passive. Let's see. And Queen said, let me look at this. Queen said Walmart has cheaper wax melts that are just as safe as Scentsys and have just as much selection, except they don't disappear randomly. Right? Okay, let's see. Oh gosh, you had some good things going on up here. Let's see. Sweet Goth, I'm so glad that you're here. Hello, MD. How are you doing, sweetie? I hope you're having a good day. Insolent Violet, it's nice to see you are here as well. Stand aside, Sherlock Holmes. We have the Recovering Hunbot in the house. And Beth says, I love making fun of essential oil MLMs because they do many illegal medical claims and are dangerous for society. Oh, yeah. They are so known for making the most outrageous claims. Just anything that happens, here's an oil for that, basically. Anything, literally anything. I'm sure they think that they could, heal the nerve compression in my back with an essential oil, which you can't, by the way. But, they want you to think that they are the cure-all for everything. Oh, I love this. Did the oils cure her stupidity and stop her from joining on passive? No. See? The oils don't work. Proof. I love that. And Sweet Goth comes back with, especially with Ryan once being a trainee pharmacist to get himself called doctor by everyone in LiveGood. Oh my gosh. So he never really went to medical school. He was trained to be a pharmacist. And one of my cousins was engaged to someone who was studying to be a pharmacist. And I know it's a lot of schooling and stuff, and you do learn a lot, but it sounds like Ryan, maybe never finished studying to be a pharmacist. Is that correct, or am I wrong? Because I'm just guessing. And then now he's being called doctor. What the fuck is that kind of shit? I could go around and demand to be called doctor because I have 2 master degrees, but I'm not, because I haven't acquired a PhD. I'm not even ABD. So I find that outrageous. I am drinking my blood orange water, which, by the way, I went to go order some more today or last night. And they were like, it was not available. I'm very upset. So I don't know if there was a bad blood orange crop or something. I don't know. But that's good and tasty. It's so tasty too. Anybody know where that's from? Just like candy. It tastes just like candy. Does anybody know what that's from? Definitely have a place, but not when real medicine is required. Right? Essential oils have a place, but not when real medicine is required. Exactly. Hey, Joe. How are you, love? Yeah, and Beth says essential oils are okay for alongside Western medicine is when people want to claim they cure ailments, that we have a problem. Ding, ding, ding. Exactly. That is 10,000% correct. Because we're not going to ever say, you should abandon all Western medicine and only use oils. And by the way, whenever you can replace in your cooking an actual item with an oil. You can actually use the lemon oil for lemons. Imagine that, and the sage oil for sage instead. I mean, no, we don't want to do that ever, ever. And I will tell you, when I was a hun, I thought you could ingest the stuff, and I did. And I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I did. Exactly. Don't replace therapy with aromatherapy. And I love, like when I have gotten a massage, I love having those relaxing scents. It feels so good. And that's why I have a eucalyptus one like in my bathroom, because it smells good and it kind of comes into the bedroom too, but it's not like all overpowering or anything. So he doesn't like anyone complaining about a product not working. Wow, that sounds so familiar. I'm so sorry, Joe, but no, it won't. It will not treat your back. I am so very sorry. Well, hello, love bug August. It's so nice to see you again. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're mixing it up today and talking about, well, actually, it's kind of a web of ancestral, MLMs, but I digress. But I'm showing you the web that I created. And I don't know if you were here and heard the whole little story. And I really do need to kind of like write it all out at some point. And I think that would even be like maybe even a good recorded thing. But I'd have to it might make me think too much. And you know what? With all this pain that I deal with, I don't always like thinking that much. So you got rid of a whole carrier bag full of Scentsy and Party Light wax. Oh, and mini warmers, gave them to my neighbor. Take these out of my house. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? Back when I worked downtown and lived downtown in a loft, I loved living in that building until they sold it to a company from California, and they redid the lobby to make it look like a Drury Inn, and it did not have the integrity of the history behind it, which it was the hotel where John F. Kennedy stayed in the night before he was assassinated. It's the Rice Hotel, in case you don't know what that is. But I had lived there for a while, and one of my coworkers, his wife, sold Scentsy, and I did not know at the time what MLM was. So I didn't realize that Scentsy was a bad thing. I was like, I was like, oh, your wife sells that? Because like I had heard it or I'd gotten it somewhere before. And so I bought stuff through her, not knowing a thing. And I hope she's not still doing that. I really do. Because I think he and I are friends on Facebook. I don't know. It's been a while. But anyway, but now I realize I had this MLM stuff in my house, never knowing it was MLM. I also bought unique products from a friend who sold them, and I didn't know what MLM was at the time. And I was all about that mascara. You know, the mascara that made you look like you had spiders on your eyes. I was all about that stuff. Then she joined, was it Limelight, something like that. It was a Lime something another. And then went back to Unique, then did LuLaRoe. Not sure what she's doing now, but no wonder she did not really respond very favorably when I asked her if she would like to be invited to the conference last month, And I actually asked her about weren't our moms, I can remember being on the phone in the living room, and I could have swore our moms were talking about joining Herbalife, and she just never acknowledged any of that. I think it's because she's a full-on believer of MLMs, and I love her to pieces. I mean, she's like a sister to me. She's family, but apparently that's not something we can actually talk about, So anyway, that's my whole comeback to the whole your bags of Scentsy. I just went into a whole diatribe there. Yep, and I do know that that's what happened to Gary Young's daughter. Yeah, and all of the companies are based off of his beliefs and all that bullshit. Oh, LiveGood has made a lot of wild health claims. Oh, I'd love to see some of those, sweet goth. I'd love to see some of those. I'm going to send you something on X. And if I don't remember to do it, send a message to me and say, hey, you're going to send me something, because I know you will remind me too. Just like Beth knows that I would remind her of something if, she told me to. So please remind me. You still have a filing cabinet full of Scentsy bars and marketing materials. Beth, I am so glad that you have the marketing materials. And that's exactly why I have all of my posts that I ever made when I was a Beachbody Hun, and all of the material that I collected, whether it's stuff that I created, whether it's stuff on a Google Drive. I have all that stuff still, because to me, that's always stuff that can be a teachable moment of like, look at this crap that I did. And I took the most stupid pictures of myself. I looked like a complete, absolute clown. It's like, what's this girl's problem? I'm sure is what my friends were thinking. Like, why is she making all of these over the top happy faces? And why is she pointing at things? She looks ridiculous. You're on your first coffee because you cleaned all morning and had energy. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad you were able to do that. He lost his job from malpractice, never went to medical school, has no. Oh my gosh. So Ryan lost his job for malpractice. Holy crap. And never went to medical school, has no doctor credentials at all. Oh my gosh. He's less than a Gary Young kind of doctor, but at least Gary tried to have certificates. Oh, holy fucking shit. Man, fuck me with the cactus down Main Street. Jesus, that is just crazy. Oh, you still have party light ornaments. To me, again, it's like, they're just teachable things. It's like, I keep it for those reasons. I hope, ladies, that's why you keep that shit too. Yeah, it makes children, as parents, to use their children in bath, etc., and marketing materials, and it's hard to stop that. Yeah. I had Eason's World stuff too. What's Eason's World? I've never heard of that one. And I love Skin So Soft, but I dare not ever get that again because of like now how the company is set up and all of that stuff. Oh my gosh, Avon is being stocked in super drugstores in the UK. Oh my gosh. Wow. All your websites are still up, people. I have used them to cancel me. Oh my gosh, but you're leaving them up because I'm sure for the same reason like you keep the other stuff. It's like it's a teachable type thing. It's like using something that you can use to teach others to cancel you. That's just stupid. Oh my gosh. So August says our former city's mayor's wife is big in MLMs and takes advantage of her husband's reputation. Of course, that's what people do. A lot of people, Tori Spelling is involved in an MLM. And one of the girls, and I can't remember what her name is, but she was in Charm. She's involved in one. It's very common for celebrities who have, I guess, lost their glory days to hook up with an MLM because they still have followings and people will actually join them because they know they're like infatuated with the celebrityism. Okay, anyway, take advantage of her husband's reputation with his constituents to her own financial gain. It's disgusting now that I know all that. I know. Yep, I get you. I get you. It absolutely is. Mayor Sylvester Turner, who's no longer mayor here, he was pictured with Holton Buggs, who was with Organa Gold, and I forget his exact path. I did a video on him, but then he started iBoomerang, and I don't remember what else he's been involved in, but I was horrified to see my former mayor with Bugs. I was just like, oh, please, no. It is expensive. Yeah. All right. Yep, that's right. Some members do go into the FTC. go into MLMs after they serve time working for the FTC, which I think that should be like one of those non-compete kind of things, like you're not allowed to do that. It drives me nuts. All right. So we've looked at this. I've gone through your chat. Yep, Tom Brooks and his organic gold. I mean, like everybody is going to use that shit, right? And then they're connected to OneCoin. And you're absolutely right, Sweet Goth, that crime runs deep with MLMs. And I've said before, to me, it's like it's one great big organized criminal organization, just like all MLMs together. But these are created by criminals, promoted by criminals, and ran by criminals, in my opinion. And I cannot stand when people be like, a legitimate MLM. In my opinion, there ain't no such thing, because they're all designed so very few people actually make any money. Absolutely, Road to Freedom. Absolutely. It's like the mafia. Absolutely. And it is a cult, And I do think I might do a revisit. I'm going to see if I can find the video I did when I went through a number of different websites and like analyzed the language, looking at it and calling out how the different MLMs that are in the same niche within the MLM world use the same language, because it's really creepy because they're all saying the same damn thing. Hey, Sam, how are you, sweetheart? It's not just very much like a cult, August. It is a damn cult. It's a damn cult. It's a damn cult. The undue influence is just heightened exponentially. Okay, so what was I going to look at next? Oh yeah, I wanted to show this to you because I found this and I just think this is funny. Surely there has to be a better way than how I'm doing this, because I'm always stopping and then resharing my screen. I mean, does somebody know a trick to this shit? Because I always hate doing this, going back. Maybe I'm doing something wrong and there's like an easy fix to it and I just don't know how to do it. So if you know how to do it, please hit me up with an email and say, hey, let me show you how this works, because I need help. And Beth, by the way, I sent you a message because I need some help from you too. All right, so here we have it. Fire up your dreams again. You finally found the right passive income program, a program that just works, said every single MLM in the history of all MLMs. LiveGood has reimagined network marketing. What a crock of shit. Everyone does make money, not may make. It is does make. And that's an illegal income claim right there. No auto ship. But I have a feeling they have a requirement, and I bet Sweet Goth can tell us what the requirement is, because I know she's on the LiveGood stuff. Oh gosh. Okay. Great products with below market value prices. You know how Ash always likes to say that everything is above market? Well, they're very proud to be below market value prices. They have a monthly recurring payment. See, so it is exactly. I knew there was something that is an auto ship, just like with on passive, when it does kick in that you do pay monthly. Like right now, since they can't collect your money, they're not requiring people to pay monthly because they can't. Selling not required. Oh, you don't need to sell or you don't need to recruit. But I bet if you recruit, you're going to make more money than if you just sell. And you can just sell, but you're not going to make as much money unless you recruit. And then I guess you can just like not do either. And you're just buying the products because you love them. How many fucking people are doing that? I'm going to say they could probably count them on one hand. and like take away 4 fingers, you know? That's what I'm thinking. And they're all trying to, when I say all, I'm talking about like on passive, LiveGood, Nilo, some of these newer ones, make it appear as if they don't have a monthly recurring payment and auto ship, even if they do have a subscription service of some kind, or they're having to pay for the back office. Like in Beachbody, it came out to approximately $16 a month just for having the privilege of having the back office. Big whoop. It all looked the same. It didn't matter. It was no big thing. They basically charged you to have access to a portal, and they were making a fuck ton off of that. And they still did make a fuck ton off of it. Road to Freedom says, and I'm so glad you're here, by the way. Yeah, like recruiting isn't required in Mary Kay, but it's the only way to climb up the career path and onto the ladder of success. There you go. Exactly. And that's for all of them. That's what fucking kills me. They all try to go, oh, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to. And they think that's going to be like good enough, is that they say you don't have to. But people do not join these things with the intent of, I just really like the products. I just want to get a discount on the product. Anybody who's doing that is somebody's friend who joined this thing and buying the product to shut their friend up because they love that person. And they're like, fine, I'll get this. Yes, I'll just sign up. Will you shut up now about it? That's what they're doing. It's not like there's a market need for any of this jank. Are you ever anywhere in public and you hear anybody talk about Amway products, Herbalife products, Market America products, Beachbody products, or body products, Thermomix, Sensi, Unique, LuLaRoe, Market America? Any of them? No. And I've only listed a few. You don't hear anybody talking about them. That's because there is not a market outside of the bubble. Listen to the CEO and founder as he explains the system and why it works. I don't know why I'm using that voice, but I just am. Let me move this down. Oh, there's a reload the player. And then you can lock your spot. And I reload it. Oh, okay. You guys want to watch Benny Boy? Benster? Benny Boo Boo? Benny Boo Boo. We're going to watch it because they have a power line. Oh, the power line. Changing the way network marketing is done through the power line. Holy crap. Here we go. Let's see what little Boo Boo says to us. And you guys, let me know if you can hear it. I know you love poking him. That's why I call him Benny Boo Boo.
Hi, this is Ben Glinsky, founder and CEO of LiveGood.
Can you guys hear that? Somebody let me know if you could hear that. And I know there's like a 7-second delay or something, but I just want to know that you can hear it, because I know sometimes you can and sometimes you can't, because that's happened several times. So let me know if you can or can't. And I'll just, sit here and pet Chalupa because he's curled up next to me. And Salsa is underneath the fluffy blanket. Oh, thank you, Beth. Thank you. And I will enlarge this for you guys too.
For the past 20 years, we've launched and run some of the most successful products and companies in the entire network marketing industry. We've helped hundreds of thousands of people over the world generate extra income from home, paid out close to $1 billion in commissions, and have been featured.
Damn it. I'm trying to see the names of all of those companies. So are you to tell me, I'm going to have to back it up myself, but are you to tell me that he was involved in all of those damn companies Is that it? Sweet Goth, do you know? I mean, because that was a fuck ton of companies that just all popped up there. And they didn't stay on screen for very long. Chalupa, you can't go anywhere not right now, sweetheart. So get your butt back up here. Come on, start playing again. Okay, which one is it going to do it? Okay, I am having issues. Do that.
Of thousands of people all over the world generate extra income from home, paid out close to $1 billion in commissions, and have been featured all over the internet, in magazines, newspapers, even on TV. People often ask, how have our companies been so successful while thousands of others have failed? The answer is simple: timing. Recognizing trends in the network marketing industry, trends in society, trends in the economy. With inflation higher than ever, gas prices up, causing utility bills to rise, mortgage and rent payments going up, travel getting more expensive. People are looking for ways they can save money with.
Sweet God, we are going to have to get together, and I'm going to want to get a list of all of those companies and everything. So Justin Clark, that was on the award, was a founder of iCoin Pro. Oh, fuck me. Okay, Chalupa, give me a second and I will open the door for you, because you're just going to stand there wagging your tail with your ear sticking straight up and stare at me. That's what he does when he wants something. He will just stare. And you said between him and Nauder, they've got, and you know what? And when I see Nauder, I keep on thinking about Foodie Beauty and Nader, or whatever his name was. I keep thinking of that guy, so it keeps freaking me out. They've got 20 years of scam. Yeah, you know, that's the thing that kills me, is how these people get involved in this, and they're cool with scamming people, and they just keep doing it. Okay, I'm going to go open this for Mr. Man.
Without compromising quality.
Right.
Because of that, the network marketing industry is at a major crossroads. Products have become more and more overpriced just so companies can pay out big commissions and compensation plans. But with buying habits trending away from higher priced products in search of better value, that model just doesn't align with where the industry is going. In fact, if you look at some of the biggest companies in the network marketing industry, like Herbalife, USANA, and Nu Skin, their revenues are down as much as 20% from just a year ago. While companies like Walmart and Costco's revenues are up 9% and 12%.
Okay, wait,
in the words of our director of network marketing, Nauder Khazan, the days of
Wait, dude, you cannot compare MLMs with Costco and Walmart. You can't do that. They're not the same. They're completely different. Because, gee, they don't have an unpaid sales force. They have brick and mortar stores that you can go to. If I wanted to right now, I could go down the street to my local Walmart, or I could choose to go to another part of town and go to a different Walmart. They're not the same. That really irritated me. Fuck off, Ben.
Selling overpriced products so a few people at the top of a compensation plan can get rich are over. That's why we created LiveGood. Teaming up with amazing health and wellness experts Ryan and Lisa Goodkin, we've created a line of the highest quality nutritional supplements on the planet that people need. And we make them available for as much as 75% less than what other companies are charging for lower quality products. Take our organic Super Reds, for example.
Okay.
Probably the best.
So now they're saying, the Goodkins, whatever their last name is, that they are the knowledgeable people. There are these experts in, I guess, the health and wellness and stuff. And yet, what are their credentials in that? Anyone? Oh, they probably read some books, or they were members of other jank that was in the health and wellness area. It's like, again, fuck me with a cactus down Main Street. I might have to go all the way to Dallas and back. It just depends on how upset I get, like in terms of the length of where me and the cactus go.
Cardiovascular health product ever created. Higher quality with more antioxidant packed ingredients than even best-selling non-organic super beets, and for less than half the price. How about CBD oil? Other companies are selling 500 milligram CBD oil for as much as $80.
And he's made it sound like they are creating these products as in like they're getting all the ingredients. They're buying all of them and they're manufacturing them. When from what I know, that is not the truth. Okay, now Chalupa wants to come back up here. Of course he does. And he sees Missy Moo and then he won't come up. Hang on a minute, guys. Sorry about this. Entertain yourselves for just a minute. Do you want to come back up here, sweetheart? Come here. Come here. There. Goodness. Sorry about that. My Chalupa Poopa, he's a mess, but I love him. Okay.
Ours is the highest quality CBD available anywhere.
How do you know that? How does anybody know that? Where's the proof? Are you going to provide proof and evidence of this? What is used to like rate the quality? Who is rating it? Because I'm just guessing that you're just making it up and expecting everybody just to say, oh, okay, because you say so. Just like how people on passive parrot back any damn thing that Ash says. They're just going to take whatever it is you say and parrot that and just presume that it is just fact because you said so, even though there's nothing to verify it. That's what I'm guessing. Road to Freedom says, if I can get back up here, put this on screen. Bet you they come from the same manufacturer. Do we know who they buy from? I just read a load about a manufacturer of these products in Florida in relation to some Scientology connections. Oh, really? Really? You know, I would not be surprised if Scientology is intertwined with MLM. The trust me, bro, fake doctor says it, so it must be true. That's what they go by. Okay, it's just like, yeah, that's what I kind of thought. What a bunch of shit. Hey, Chalupa, you just literally sat on my arm.
750 milligrams of CBD. It's 50% stronger for just $18. Not only that, but every one of our highest quality products comes with a full 90-day empty bottle money-back guarantee. If you don't absolutely love any of the LiveGood products that you order, simply send back the empty bottle and we'll give you a full refund.
And why do I feel that getting a refund is challenging? Sweet Goth, is it a challenge for people to actually get a refund from this stuff? And I also feel like if you join and you don't like the product and you want to get a refund on it, that you get like ostracized. And somehow you're the bad apple. You're the problem when the problem was with the product. Because again, these companies don't like to take any blame for anything.
No questions asked.
And I'm sorry, I'm not sure who Dr. Berg is. So Road to Freedom, if you let me know who that is, I might be able to say yes or no, or somebody else can.
What does all this mean for you? On top of having products that virtually sell themselves in a company that is perfectly aligned with shifting buying habits in the marketplace, we give you all the tools, systems, websites, videos, training, and everything you need to help you earn extra income easier and faster than any other company in the industry. In fact, this...
Okay. Extra income. Even that, you're implying that you will make an income from this. And extra income, what does that mean? That's not very clear. That's just, extra. What extra means to one person versus another person can be very different. So you need to be specific and actually define what you mean by that. And with you not doing that, it makes it more problematic. And I say that because we will be looking at something from the FTC that kind of goes into this.
Video that you're watching right now is part of the industry's most powerful power line driven marketing system that allows you to reserve a free temporary position in our company before you have to commit anything to getting started. What that means is when you enter your name and email on this page, we will immediately reserve you a position and show you everyone who does the same after you by placing them under you in the power line. Now, each Thursday night is...
And why do I think they are just going to plot people underneath you so you think you already have people underneath you, but then they don't full on join? They're doing that so you will pay the money. Am I crazy to think that? But I'm just thinking it's all smoke and mirrors, because we know none of this is based in reality. This is all pretend. It's all selling that dream. I mean, heck, on passives is you don't have to do anything. Just join, sit back, and you can turn $25 into $2 million. At least that was said at one point in time. They haven't been saying that lately, but it's already documented as that has been a promise.
The cutoff day to lock in your position or miss out. Everyone who locks in their position by becoming a member of LiveGood for just $9.95 a month, plus a one-time $40 affiliate sign-up fee, moves to the top of the power line above everyone who waits. Those people are then placed in our fast-filling 2x14 forced matrix before all the people below them in the power line. So each person is positioned in the matrix in the highest available position following their enroller. By being a member of LiveGood, you're going to save up to 75% off the highest quality nutritional supplements on the planet to keep you and your...
Which there's no evidence for. We're just taking his word for it. It's like, these are the best things ever. If they really were, then it's the same thing that I say about Ash. How come Ash isn't on Good Morning America being interviewed or something? How come he is not on any of the forums, the tech forums, and mentioned there? How come there's not any articles that are published about his genius IQ for creating on passive? The only thing that we see coming out is the SEC filing a claim and then an amended claim. We see that. And we see when other companies accuse them of being a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. We see that. But, they're hitting the Asian countries big time. Okay, that makes me super angry. Super angry. There's a lot of them lately have been really going after Southeast Asia, and that just pisses me off. Pisses me off.
Your family healthy. And if you happen to get some people placed under you in the matrix and you make a few extra $100 a month or a few extra $1,000 a month on top of that, even better. And the way our compensation plan works, you have the potential to earn over $2,000 a month in the matrix without ever having to enroll a single person. And if you do choose to share LiveGood products and opportunity with others, you can earn significantly more. In fact, with our matching bonuses, Just by enrolling one person, you double your earning potential. With millions of people joining LiveGood in the next 24 months, the only place they can go in the matrix is under the ones who are already in there. So the sooner you lock in your position, the higher you'll be placed in the matrix. So fill out the form on the right, and it won't take long for you to see why people are calling LiveGood the most exciting company in the industry. We'll see you at the top.
Are your ears going to pop? I really hope they're going to pop. Goodness. So yeah, that was the, this website to go to and everything. And Sweet Goth says a lot of the newer scams are trying to copy what Ben's done with this. Nilo Life have trouble trying to explain this. They force them into your matrix. Oh yeah, I don't like hearing forced matrix, because that seems very aggressive, and that makes me uncomfortable with this aggressive language, because I don't want to be forced to do anything. I want to be able to choose whether or not I do something. You know what I mean? Let's see, what else have you guys been saying? Gigs like businesses that have targeted traffic. Well, only on passive has that, even though nobody's getting targeted traffic, but they have it. It's coming. It's coming. So this is LiveGood was mentioned last night as being big in Asia. Yes, this is one of the ones there. Nilo Life is going over in there too. On passive also went over there as well. Market America is big. The Philippines have been hit pretty hard with all of these MLMs and stuff. I will see if I can get a list of ones that are currently preying on that area of the world, Road to Freedom, or Go. I think I meant Go. So I will see if I can do that. And you can email me and I'll put it down here to remind me, because I may forget, the Recovering Hunbot at gmail.com. Because on my website, we are planning to put more things there for like other MLMs and stuff too. And I definitely, want to be able to include like LiveGood and Nilo and have that all be interactive. But it's going to take a while to build anything like what I'm envisioning. And the person who is my tech person, they're great, but they have other things to do too. So it's not like we're doing this full time, You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Oh, and Jelly Snack, happy birthday to you. I did not realize that we shared the same birthday. So happy belated birthday to you. I think that's pretty cool. And you're all ready to sign up. Jelly Snack is like, hell yeah, sign me on up on this bullshit. I just love that. So very much. As all the peasants below me, I have the power line, says Kig. And Queen's all lock it in, unify and lock it in. I love that. And Sweet Golf's like, he uses the matrix scheme formula. Is it linked to tens? I don't know if it is. I've heard of tens. I'm probably not saying it correctly, so I apologize if I'm not saying it correctly. Right, they're so innovative. Everyone, all of them think they're innovative. And Queen says they need to drop the matrix between covering MLMs and the black pill community. I've talked about matrices far more than one should. I'm so very sorry about that, sweetheart. Mordecai wants to know, how come there is not a single patent filing by OnPassive? Because they never plan to file a patent on anything. I mean, you would think, since, this has never been done before, that Mr. Man would cover his ass and do all of the things that you need to do. But alas, he doesn't do that. And August wants an explanation of the black pill community. And I do too, because I don't know what that is. Oh my gosh, the cardboard cutout on passive press conference went mainstream. Mordecai sees a triangle. I think we all do. Okay. I miss OnPassive review too. And I do hope he's okay. I do too. So you've been looking for people in Asian countries to help get some anti-MLM advocacy going out there. And now her name, Elaine, and I can't think of Elaine's last name, and I can't remember her YouTube channel either. But I believe she's from the Philippines, and she covers it a lot. Oh my gosh, what is the name of her channel? I mean, I completely brain fart. I'll have to look it up. I'm glad you had a great birthday. I am so glad to hear that. Yeah, and yeah, yesterday was Mr. Level's birthday. So yeah, 3 Tauruses. Woo! And you've got connections with creators in India, South Africa, and Nigeria to help out that way too. Good. We need to spread out further to the people getting targeted most. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that's another reason why I'd like to speak to you is, to help them, and like anything that they're talking about that's harming their people, I'm happy to talk about it. And I'm sure Beth would be happy to talk about it too. And all that, it's like, I want to get the word out more, especially the ones that are harming developing countries. What just happened? My chat disappeared. There it is. Okay. I must have clicked off of something. Okay. All right. So then I wanted to show you, and notice we are not yet at the actual video that we're going to watch, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Where is it on this one? Okay, and LiveGood, I'm thinking of Sweet Goth. You're going to have to direct me on which one of these doTERRA ones it is. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I'm sharing the right one. I have to always do a triple take there. Okay, so they have this Aroma Touch Technique Refill Kit, Aroma Touch Training Kit. Is it one of these that is the kits that they have replicated? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It'd be helpful to unite a bit. I'd be more than happy to do that. Very happy to do that. Because there was one that I saw. I think they both had like 6 or 8. So is it this one, the Aroma Touch? Dave Vaughn is amazing. He's a sweetie pie. He is a sweetie pie. It's an older kit they were doing in a purple box. Okay, so it's not one of these. Well, damn. Do you remember what it was called? Because I want to know. Because I'm like just looking up purple box in doTERRA. That's purple pill box. Purple box of essential oils. Can't even spell, damn it. Was it the purple pill box of essential oils? I'm betting not, because this just looks like this is just the box itself. It's an older kit. Oh my gosh, they're selling the kits on eBay. Wow. You'll send the link. Okay, you send it to me on X so that I can get it. That would be wonderful. And I will then just pop over to LiveGood and maybe I can do window over here. Maybe I can do it that way and it will show everything. Will it do that? Yeah, okay. Then I can go to some different tabs. Hey, look at me. Yay, I figured something out. Right, ask the on passive AI chatbot. I mean, you will go in motherfucking circles with that thing all day, every day. It is just like the most pathetic thing ever. Did I see Marty's stream last night? I saw part of something today. I did not see Marty's stream. What was it about? Because why do I think it was janky? Isn't it always janky? Always janky. So this is the LiveGood box right here. 100% therapeutic grade essential oils. And then they have a comparison chart. So I'll just go ahead and read this. The wonderful world of essential oils has been explored for centuries, used by the ancient Egyptians as traditional medicines and as scented preparations such as perfumes and incense. Today, the term essential oils is used to describe the essence of the plant's fragrance. The fragrance comes from the aromatic compounds of the plant that have been isolated by distillation or cold pressed, like our lemon oil. This process concentrates the most powerful healing compounds of the plant into a small amount of oil, which can then be used as a powerful therapeutic agents to help relieve stress, boost immunity, fight infections, support digestion, improve concentration, increase energy levels, alleviate aches and pains, promote sleep, and so much more. Thank you, Sweet Goth. There are so many ways to incorporate essential oils into your daily practice. The most common way to experience the benefits of these plant compounds is to use them as aromatherapy via a diffuser. For topical use, it is recommended to use a carrier oil, such as fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil. The most common dilution is 5 drops of oil per half teaspoon of carrier oil. Once diluted, the blended oil can be used all over the skin area. Other common uses are DIY cleaning and personal care products. And yeah, I actually fucking did that. Oh, him talking about a bunch of people Collins assembled. No, I missed that. Jeez. And that's just, oh, that makes me angry. All I can say is that makes me angry. Okay. I have seen this one. Thank you so much, Sweet God, for sending this. Okay. Can I move that over here and pop it onto my little list over here? Okay. Give me a second to try to get organized here. Okay. All right. So here is the doTERRA Essential Aromatics System, and it went down. Okay, so that's what we have. And we have something that's for, looks like meditate, cheer, peace, forgive, something, and then the other one I think is passion. Make emotional aromatics easy and accessible with this line of proprietary essential oils blends representing 6 categories of emotional well-being. Each delicate blend contains CPTG, certified pure tested grade, which that's what you should say first and then have the CPTG in parentheses. But, I digress. Essential oils that can be used aromatically or topically to help balance and brighten your changing moods. Just a few drops of these naturally complex fragrant blends can elicit profound emotional responses to help you let go of burdens, find comfort and encouragement, or inspire you to dream with passion again. Like a ray of sunshine, the cheer uplifting blend can provide a positivity boost. And everybody needs more positivity when you're involved in an MLM. So I guess they all need to just go bathe and slather themselves in this shit. When happiness and optimism are in short supply, cheer is waiting to brighten and invigorate your mood. The sunshiny, fresh aroma of citrus and spice essential oils will brighten any moment of your day. Oh, what a load of crap. Primary benefits. When applied topically, cheer may promote feelings of optimism that will invigorate your mood, provides a cheerful boost of happiness and positivity during massage. Cheer is made up of citrus and spice essential oils, which contribute to its warm, inviting nature. doTERRA Console Comforting Blend uses sweet floral and tree essential oils to promote feelings of comfort, putting you on a hopeful path. The doTERRA Console Comforting Blend may aid in bringing joy and happiness into your life. Okay, I really don't give a shit, and I'm not going to read all of this stuff because it's a bunch of bullshit. That's all I'm going to say. It's a bunch of bullshit. Okay, so we see what this doTERRA crap was, which is now being offered with LiveGood. Okay, which I read about this, and they have lemon, which over here, where was that one? No, here it is. Okay, there is a lemon one, the cheer one, I believe. Lavender, tea tree. So was there a lavender and tea tree? Oops, I'm showing the wrong thing. This one. I'd say this one would be the lavender, and this would probably be the other one, is what my guess is. Kind of hard going back and forth looking at them, quite frankly. Peppermint, frankincense, immunity blend. And look, they're cruelty free. All right. So there are the oils that they are offering up, and that were allegedly they're getting them from doTERRA and then just white labeling them as this. Is when Violet's like, yeah, no, I think I'll stick with my Xanax. Yeah, I have something myself, a cycloclimab, I don't know what it's called, but it's actually for Flexeril to help with my muscle spasms and stuff. I'll stick with that. You drink a full vial of lavender doTERRA every morning. Oh, I'm scared for you to do that. That is scary. That is scary as all hell. And yep, August, I'm right there with you. Essential oils are only good for making your home smell good. And that's what I use it for, is to make it smell good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So over here is the video. Okay. Make sure that we have it all the way down. And okay, these are the Goodkins, Ryan and his wife Laura. She's the one who is supposed to have that, hook up with doTERRA. And he's the one that is being called doctor, even though he did not go to like medical school or anything. You guys can't hear them? Anybody else having problems with being able to hear them? Can't hear them. Okay. All right. Let me bring it over to my other screen. And we'll start again. Let me know if you can now.
All right, guys. Lisa, we're live. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Super exciting one for us today, as today is also the launch of our LiveGood Essential Oil Pack. It is now live on the website. So
long awaited.
Very, very, very exciting. Yes, definitely long waited because we were hoping to have it before the holidays, but we're here. So many of you have heard of and have also have a lot of experience and used essential oils. Essential oils are the concentrated oils of beneficial plants. Okay, Ryan's going to go deep into the science behind it, and then we're going to give you.
Okay, because it'll just take me a little bit weird to like pause and come back because I have you guys both on the same screen. And see, and that's the weird thing is sometimes when I have a video on my other screen, you can hear it, and there are other times that you can't. And this is one of those times when you couldn't. And I don't want to put everything that I can see you guys doing on a different screen and maybe not be able to, for you guys not to hear it. So what I'm going to do is also pull up the YouTube one so I can like maybe say something in the chat too.
You suggested uses, how to properly dose them, in what form you're using, and I guess a little bit more of our personal experience with essential oils as well.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, Lisa. We'll break it into two areas, right? One will say like sort of the science side of essential oils, and the second thing is the utility and how to use them, how to get the most out of them. I feel like similar to what Nauder sometimes says, I feel like I've sort of had ignorance on fire because you've been using essential oils around our family for as long as I can remember. And I've paid no attention to it. The only thing I will do is add a little bit of a breathe to my wrist before I go to sleep. But otherwise, I do see you diffusing throughout the house, but I've never really paid a lot of mind to it until recently, until LiveGood decided to launch. And it honestly became such an eye-opening learning curve for me, and so much fun and so much science, because wow, there is a lot of validity to the use of essential oils. I mean, we're talking, I don't know, 3 millennia, 3,000 plus years or more that I guess essential oils have been being isolated from plants. I think they even said they opened up King Tut's tomb and they had the aroma of lavender, but they did find some essential oils. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But I mean, we know that plants are medicine, right? I mean, we know that steroids and hormones and chemotherapeutic agents and pain relievers are derived out of plants. So we've known that forever. We know that food is medicine. Lisa and I will talk about that very often. And a lot of it has to do with the plants and the phytoactive compounds, the bioactive compounds that are in plants. I mean, there's so many of them. When it comes to essential oils, we're really talking about terpenes. There's that word, Lisa, terpenes. Terpenes are the primary constituent of the essential oil. There's like 30,000 different terpene compounds, but that's basically what gives it the aroma, the essence. And that's why they call them essential oils. It doesn't mean it's essential the same way amino acids are essential, where the body doesn't make them, you have to get them exogenously from your diet. No, essential in this case had to do just more to do with the essence of the plant, the aroma, the aromatic compounds that you smell, that you can kind of sense and detect, your olfactory bulb uses. So that's a lot of where that came from. They've even called it the, like air, wind, earth, fire, that whole thing, the elements. They said the fifth element of spirit. They've referred to it as essential oils being a spirit. But the technical aspect of that, that's actually not true. But still, it's kind of neat and fun to talk about. So anyway, yeah, that's a little bit about the science. Here's what I really like about essential oils. I love the fact that these compounds are so involved in the biosynthesis of so many biological systems in our body. There's so many things that they do, but what's interesting is how do they accomplish that? So there's really kind of three great ways I was going to throw out to you real quick. The first and most obvious is the olfactory sense. So our sense of smell.
So diffusing.
Yeah, so diffusing or topical, really anything. No, diffusing,
True.
topical, put it into a spray bottle, using it direct, putting it in a bath, all the different things we'll talk about. But again, just the aroma, right? Just the fact that we smell it. The olfactory bulb goes down the cranial nerve. It's like the shortest nerve, and it goes into the brain. And from there, it goes into the limbic system, and it triggers all these different other body systems to react. And it's all due to a sense of smell. It can lower blood pressure. It can reduce stress. It can manage your inflammatory response. It can have something to do with your immune system, all just by smelling it.
Which is why I think this is.
Isn't he kind of making some health claims there by saying that? Is it just me that feels like health claims were made about essential oils? Thank you. Please don't put essential oils in your bath. You know, I love to use, who is it by? It's in a blue bag, and it's an Epsom salt, and I usually will get either with the chamomile or the eucalyptus, or maybe there's a blend of both. I can't remember who makes it, but I use that, but I don't use essential oils.
It's like the rabbit hole he went down when he started looking into essential oils, because again, how long that I've been using them, and he kind of pays no attention. I have a diffuser in every single room of our house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now like he's magically, his eyes have like opened up, and he's really understanding the powerful benefits of essential oils.
Well, think about it.
Yes, Dr. Teal's, that's exactly what I use. And I love that stuff. I love to lay in like a really hot tub and just soak in it. It feels really good. But I'm not like just putting oils in places where, I mean, especially peppermint oil, let's be for real, because that could be a little bit shocking to sensitive areas, if you know what I mean.
Volatility. It's a volatile oil, which means it's near a gas state, right? It's due to a high vapor pressure. It's sitting at rest, and that's why you can smell it so fast, because it's really going from liquid to gas really very, very readily. But yeah, so that's awesome. And it's also, they do not love water. It's hydrophobic, so they don't love water, which is another reason why they cross cell walls and cell membranes so easily. They have antimicrobial properties, so antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. You'll hear us talk about things about mold in the house. If you live in Florida, it's freaking ubiquitous. It's almost everywhere. There's so much utility for oils. All right, but that was it. That was olfactory. Second thing is topical. So think about topical use. It can absorb across the cell membranes and cell walls. It can get through the skin. It has low molecular weight, which we've talked about in the past. I mean, I think around 300 Daltons, but typically anything below 500 is accepted as going across. It's fat loving, so it does go across cell membrane. So you will get some systemic absorption of essential oil into the bloodstream through topical application, which would really be transdermal, but that's technical. So there's that aspect of it as well. And then also
I kind of am liking how you're like throwing out some verbiage that not everybody is going to know what it means, which he's doing with the intent to put him in a place of authority and to separate him from the other people. He is the holder of knowledge and you are not. That they love doing that. These people who create these things, remember, as I've said before, criminal organizations created by criminals, ran by criminals, promoted by criminals. It's just, you know, in my opinion, all of them are just like, there's nothing good about any of this. And unfortunately, there are other things that are attached overall to this industry, such as all of these coachy things, all of these courses people take, and really don't get me started about the courses, because that's what I have done as a profession, and I have the background to prove it for many years. I get really pissed off about the damn courses. But there's a lot of things, that personal development space comes there, but then so does some software, because there's software just for MLMs. There's software that will create your comp plan. Why Ash has never used that is a mystery to me. He could have had everything set up for him by a company who does that sort of thing. There are companies that do that. There's one large company that does it, and now the name's going to slip by me. I can't remember, but I did do a video on it a long time ago.
There's the inhalation. So a lot of meds, like the
fuck me. She's the director of product education. Okay, I bet, number one, I bet she does not have a background in education whatsoever. That's number one, is my guess. Because oftentimes people are put in charge of an educational area within these things, and they have no idea how people learn, why people learn, or anything about that. But they're given these titles, and that pisses me off too. In South Africa, we call him a Pofal. I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
nebulizers, inhalers. There's a lot of factors, but ultimately these things are, you breathe in, they travel down into our lungs, into what's called the alveolar.
What?
And there's a little
wait. They call their supplements lifestyle medicine? Get the fuck out of here. Lifestyle medicine. First of all, there's no goddamn such thing as lifestyle medicine. That's a made-up term. Jeez. Violet, I'd like to know how to pronounce it, because I love learning about, like, from different cultures. Hence my background in anthropology and sociology. BA in sociology, MA in anthropology, so that you know.
Thin membrane, it's only one cell thick, and that's where the diffusion layer is into the bloodstream. So you inhale, and it's possible that you're getting a fair amount of absorption in the bloodstream just by inhaling, which we'll talk about aromatically via diffuser, all the benefits of that as well. Particle size, again, matters. And again, it's just a neat, cool delivery system. Now, it's not quite as tightly controlled as pharmaceutical drugs are, as via dosing. We don't really have any guidelines. And I think, Lisa, didn't you say there's no real board or agency that oversees dosing or sourcing?
Right.
Or
I mean, they are on the GRAS list, which
some are, most
generally recognized as safe. But again, they don't give you the proper dosing in the right form. So yeah, there's a lot.
But think about it. Those are three really cool ways. The body responds, reacts, does its whole thing, clinically efficacious, therapeutic. is just by breathing it, olfactory, topical application, and by respiratory absorption through the lungs.
Right.
So, pretty cool.
Yes. So I guess before we go into the uses and whatnot, let's talk about.
And you know what? I really would appreciate if you had some damn source material that people could go and look this shit up on their own to verify anything that's coming out of your mouth. I would really like that. But you don't have that, do you? You're not going to offer anything like that. Because it goes back to just take our word because we said so. And because I'm being called a doctor. You know, I mean, it's just like take our word for it. And that's it. Nothing to verify and validate, nothing. And they even said it's not FDA approved. Of course, like I don't think there is any MLM product, and I could be wrong. Maybe there is somewhere. I don't think any of them are FDA approved for anything. Again, I could be wrong. Maybe there is one floating around. I don't know. It's not like I have them all memorized.
Purity, the potency, the testing.
Oh, sure.
So I've actually had this question several times, so I'm going to address it first. And it has to.
And thank you. They don't cite anything. Just read whatever's in their notes. Now, see, and I have a problem with that too. I mean, if I'm going to sit here, I think I told you guys last night that I'm talking to my former professor about a taxonomy for instructional design. And I can tell you exactly what model that he uses, which is the Dick and Carey model, systematic design of instruction. That's what I was trained on. I can even show you the books on it. I have the book in the other room. I can bring shit to the table. And anything that anybody who is critical of this industry, we also have factual information as well that we can point to. We're not just pulling shit out of our asses, is what I'm saying. And I just feel like that's what they're doing, is always just pulling shit out of their asses, collectively and individually.
To do with these labels of things. So food grade, therapeutic grade, aromatherapy grade, and it's.
And what's the definition of each of those, and who made those definitions? Or are you just making this up again? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I'm really not liking this Ryan person. I really am not. Sweet God, we are just going to have a chitty chat. Well, people in Live Good believe Ryan is a doctor. They just take his word for it and fawn all over him too, just like how people fawn all over Ash. It's the same thing. No, essential oils should not be ingested ever, ever. And yet people make recipes that call for essential oils, for fuck's sake, and they're putting them on their damn babies. That drives me nuts.
Because of the way essential oils are regulated, there is no like legal term. We're not regulated. There's no like legal term.
Oh my gosh. So at least they admit these are not regulated. Great. Then you shouldn't encourage anyone to get them. And then you shouldn't be hawking them either, right? They're not regulated at all. But hey, trust us. They really work because we say so.
Called therapeutic grade or food grade.
Okay.
A lot of these,
and yet we call it therapeutic grade.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Right.
That's fine. There's no real recognized definition, but you have to understand this, that any pure, undiluted, unadulterated essential oil is naturally therapeutic or aromatherapy grade. That's the whole point of using that. Right. So while it's not like a label like a USDA organic, it still defines what it's used for. And it really has to do with the purity and potency. So going to that, knowing that.
And you know what pisses me off about the essential oils also is how they target people who are professional masseuse. Like, oh, they're just like rubbing their hands together. It's like, oh, so you're a masseuse. Oh, you use essential oils, right? Because they're trained in aromatherapy. At least I know of a school here that teaches massage. They include aromatherapy within the curriculum. And so someone who goes into that as a profession, they're not going to have an idea of MLM, most likely. They're going to have an idea that these LiveGood oils, essential oils from doTERRA or Young Living, that this is part of an industry that you should run from. And then they suck them in. It really is infuriating.
Anybody can put that on their label. Anybody can advertise that. Anybody can market it like that. You really have to do your own due diligence and find out that how things are properly tested.
Yeah.
You need to understand that, because I mean, essential oils are everywhere. You can walk into any store and find an essential oil with some cool label and it looks great. They are not created equal. They probably won't give you the proper testing. They don't probably have that information, the way they source them. It's not direct from the source to the bottle. So you have to know that. So you have to know your purity and your potency. And that's one thing we're obviously, it goes with anything that we have in LiveGood, but it's one of the most important things for us. And that's why we love to give you all of the certificates of analysis, all the testing right there on our website. We don't want you to have to search for them, to ask for them. We want you to know everything. So Ryan will go into a little bit of how we sourced and how pure and potent
and you're spot on to say. I mean, counterfeiting and adulteration is dishonest. It's a breach of morals, and ultimately it's unsafe for the consumer.
Speaking of real quick, unsafe.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard about people having adverse reactions to essential oils, a lot of times it is those synthetic ones, those adulterated ones, because they have other additives in them that are actually can be toxic to you. They can be endocrine disruptors, just lots of things. So you may have heard that so-and-so had a adverse reaction, and it's probably something that's not pure.
Yeah, I think dishonest marketing is a big reason for it. Obviously, there's a significant cost with sourcing ethically sourced, pure, undiluted essential oil, and that's exactly what we have here in LiveGood is the pure, undiluted essential oils. Testing is interesting. I did spend a lot of effort and time in that department. Wanted to make sure. So, if for those of you that have followed along, before we were trying to launch, we had a snag because we failed some testing, and in that example, it failed the ISO spec in Australia. Our tea tree failed the ISO spec from Australia, which is where we source the tea tree leaves from. It was shown as a Chinese tea tree, which is a common maneuver or tactic for some of these unscrupulous brands. And then the other one was our peppermint was a dementholized. It looked like.
I'm sorry. Sweet Goth, I just sent you a message on X, and that's why I did not say this at first, because when he said something about the marketing, it's like, yeah, dishonest marketing from an MLM fake doctor. Because I think he said something about what I don't remember exactly what he said about marketing, but he was implying something about it. There's some sort of honesty with it. The fuck there is, I mean, MLMs are notorious, in my opinion, for misleading people and deceiving people.
Like corn mint had this weird, funky characteristics to it, so we had to fail that one as well. So when you have a chance, on the website now are the certificates of it. They're not COAs, they're testing. And the testing, there's only like really two main people that are capable of testing and getting extremely detailed into it to ensure that we don't have any contaminants. And when you go through, you'll see the test, and you'll see the word terpene again show up a lot of different places, but you'll definitely see what's in every single oil. So super important, very proud of that. And that's, I think from a consumer perspective, that's what you guys want to see. And that's right.
So a lot of times when also asked the questions, how do we compare to, and we always, the top brands that, we have doTERRA, Young Living. I mean, we are directly comparable, guys. We do all the same testing for purity and potency. We literally have our source to our bottle. I mean,
Well, I guess you would be very similar if you are getting your oils from doTERRA. So there should not be any surprise with that. But of course, they're not going to admit that they're just white labeling that, right? And I would think anybody who is part of Young Living or part of doTERRA would be really pissed off to see that there is a company selling essential oils for that cost far less than what they are trying to shill ship for. It feels really weird. And I also believe that doTERRA went through something where they laid off, I can't recall the percentage of people that they laid off, but they went through a layoff recently. And so I'm guessing that doTERRA then did need money coming in. And so that's why they did not have a problem with, like, yeah, just slap on your own label. And yes, they're all marked up tremendously to, as he said earlier in that other video thing that we saw, or Ben did, to pay for the comp plans. But these also are marked so that the people at the top earn from it. And so it really begs the question, what is the actual value of these oils? If we know they are the same or very close to the same as doTERRA, which are horribly expensive, and these are much less. Where is that money going to? How much are they making? How much is going to the person who is just making sales? How much is going to the people who are selling to the people on their team, their downline, and not to the public? Because I don't really see the public clamoring for any of this. Sweet God says, I have a feeling that 7% is going to end up in Live Good for the oils. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking, is that they would end up in Live Good. And I mean, that's the thing that we're seeing on the chart that I showed you guys earlier, is that people will navigate to other places and take what they have, quote, learned with them and replicate that again. And typically in businesses, that's not a problem. Like within the Houston area, I know a lot of people who are instructional designers because of the niche that is. And people do move to different companies and stuff. But the problem with MLMs is overall is the harm they are committing against people, if you will. Oh gosh, that's what flippin' Ash says, if you will, and that always drives me crazy. And then I said it.
All the same stuff, but again, our prices are amazing.
Yeah,
so that's where we really differ, obviously. So
let's talk about LiveGood's products.
I was going to say, let's get into the exciting part of it that you guys have all here waiting for. So I'm going to like, well, let's just say, I'm going to say a cute little box. It's also magnetic in the front. So great little organizational toolkit. Okay, so we do have, I'll just go through our our blends, excuse me. And these are all 15 milliliters. Okay, I get that question often too. These are all 15 mLs. We have our immunity blend. Ryan, what's in the immunity blend? Name 5.
Yeah, so clove, cinnamon, orange, eucalyptus, and rosemary.
Amazing. Lemon, tea tree, peppermint, which is crooked in there, lavender, and frankincense. So all of these.
Wasn't that like, okay, so the doTERRA, what's in here again? Okay. Sorry. I'm going back. Okay, the Peace blend, is it going to tell me anything? Okay, it has a blend of mint, Calming oil is lavender. So it mentions lavender in there. Gosh, it's a reassuring blend. Floral and mint essential oils. Okay. I really do need some kind of diagram showing like how they are similar. Maybe that's something I need to do is create a graph. I'll create a graphic on that. That's what I'll do because I need that visual. And I think other people need that visual too.
What is it? Member price. I just, member price, crazy, $49.95.
Oh, wow. Yeah. All right,
$49.95 for, I'm going to pull it up on the website because we just launched it, and I'll give you the non-member price as well. Okay, so going through our oils, do you want to go through? Well, let's talk about you kind of talked about the uses, right? So let's just say,
oh, the different ways.
Yeah, different ways to use.
Okay.
There are 3 different ways to use, but 2 of them are the ones that we're really going to talk about, because the third one, we really advise you to be working with like a well-versed,
you know what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You either be well-versed or working with someone that's well-versed in essential oils that, but for most part, it's the aromatherapy part. Okay. You put it in your.
And exactly how do you know somebody is well-versed? What credentials do they have? What kind of training do they have? Where can you verify that? So that's not really saying anything. Just well-versed. That is very vague and non-specific. Oh God, Sweet Goss just said, wait for it. I'm going to get really upset, right? Okay. I just had to take a moment there. Thank you for warning me, Sweet Goth.
Diffuser. Easy enough, adding 5 to 10 drops of your essential oil into the diffuser, and it diffuses into your home. Now, I have many different sizes of diffusers. Like one of mine is very big. So I'm obviously going to add, personally, I'm going to add 15 drops to that because it carries a lot more water. So you also just make your discretion based on size of your diffuser.
We will have a diffuser.
Yes.
We don't have one now. So for those that you are looking, look for something that is, it doesn't have to be huge, 100 ml. Most of them are made of plastic, but if you're going to choose plastic, make sure it's BPA-free plastic. A timer is helpful so that it automatically shuts off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else?
Well, I mean, they make some with like with reeds in them, which is fine. You don't have to plug them in or anything, but what happens is you have to change the reed often.
Yeah.
So once it kind of absorbs all that oil and with that, I mean, it doesn't last all that long. So definitely one that you need to plug in. But again, we're going to have one.
Yep.
We're going to have one. Another way, as Ryan spoke about, is spraying.
Mm-hmm.
So I order a bunch of stuff off of Amazon, and you always want to make sure you're in like a dark glass bottle to prevent that UV, to protect it from the UV.
Right.
So this is a little spray thing. Okay. So I just take some of the essential oils and, I'll dilute.
So your dilution, though, this can apply to topical too, but if you're looking for a 1, a 2, 3, 5, 10% dilution, 10 being more concentrated, if you base it on a teaspoon, that's 10 drops per teaspoon for 10%, 5 drops per teaspoon of oil or water for 5%, and so on.
Okay.
I hope that helps you.
Yeah. So filling into a spray bottle, spray in the room, great for the lavender. And I will say too, there's easy ways to get it in. Some of the stuff that you buy on Amazon comes like a little plunger.
And you know what? I have bought essential oils from Whole Foods and also from H-E-B. I get a really huge thing of eucalyptus oil off of Amazon that I use in my bathroom. So it's like, and it's not expensive. So you don't have to go to LiveGood or to any MLM to get flippin' essential oils, just like every other damn product any MLM is shilling. You can get that shit elsewhere and at a better price.
That literally will just help you draw all the oil out in a mini funnel. You can put it all right in. I mean, they come as kits. So just another way that you could use it, aromatherapy wise.
And then topically.
Right. So this is also where it really comes into play how Ryan was talking about the dilution. I know you can use it both ways, but topically, you do want to be careful with essential oils because especially some of them are like almost termed like hot essential oils. Like I'm just going to give an example. We don't have it here, but oregano. Like if you were to put oregano on your skin, it could actually burn you. So you want to be careful with that. And also everybody's skin and areas are different.
Sure.
So to help prevent any irritation, you want to use a carrier oil. So when Ryan was talking about the dilute to like a teaspoon, that's a teaspoon of the carrier oil. Fractionated coconut oil is my favorite, but you can also use jojoba oil, olive oil,
almond
oil, other things that are also super hydrating for your skin. You know, you get dual benefit there.
And I think some oils do better in different carrier oils.
Okay.
Or I mean, I think, yes, so some essentials should be used. Like I think tea tree should be in jojoba, but like, again, there's a lot of personal preference. There's some science behind it too. So we are not
going to tell you what it is.
So
there's some science behind it, but you know, obviously I don't know what it is because I'm not telling you what it is, but you know, there is. Not going to provide you any resources about it. There's no way for me to prove it to you, but take my word for it. And Road to Freedom, right? Let's now talk about essential oils that are toxic to pets.
We're not really well educated in that, but we've definitely used the oils a lot. And as you can tell, we're becoming very...
I think they could have stopped right there. We're not really well educated. They could have just stopped there. I think that's where they should have stopped.
Passionate about it and making sure that we're doing it in a safe and
safe and effective way.
Safe and effective.
And so here's another one you can get. It's a roller. So the rolling head pops out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you can make it. So this is a great one. I'm just going to use lavender, for example, for before bed. So you make your little lavender roller. You put the fractionated coconut oil or whatever carrier oil you're going to use.
Right.
And then we'll give you some tips of where you can rub it, rubbing it, you know, on your wrist or whatnot, or just, again, smelling it. So another way, yes, topically. And I guess while we're talking about topically, I'll just tell you some good placement spots. The wrist, behind the neck, behind the ears, the navel. I also like temples. I also like on the inside of the feet. The reason I do that, almost like the inside of the ankle area, is because it's rarely touched. So a lot of times if I'm using something before I'm going to bed, like put it down there and I know it's not really going to touch much. And then what I was talking about is the third one is orally. But again, this should only be used orally, only some of them as well. If you have experience with essential oils or if you're working with someone that's
no. You should not be consuming these oils orally. No. Say no to consuming essential oils with your mouth. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, God, gravy. Why is this still perpetuated? Why do people still say this, that it's perfectly safe? No, it's not.
Well, versed in essential oils, or you follow someone, a certified oil therapist that gives the proper dosing of it. And I think the same thing that goes, I'm just going to throw it out there now because I get the question already with the kids and pets. So same thing, work with someone that is well-versed with.
Or, you know, how about do not use these on your kids or on your pets? Don't do it. It's not safe for them. How about that? Don't do it. If you do, in my opinion, you're an asshole.
Essential oils when in regards to veterinarian that's well versed with essential oils, and just know, like, in your home, diffusing should be no different for your children and your animals. It should just be as safe as long as you're using a pure essential oil. Now, when it comes to more topically and orally, that's a totally different ballgame.
I wonder what the dogs think with the powerful olfactory senses that they have.
Right. I mean, the article I was reading today was actually pretty cool. How, like, you know, how well dogs actually respond to it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
have to talk to our oily vet friend and see what we know.
Yes, we have
What? No. No, please tell me there's not a vet recommending essential oils to people to use on their pets. Please tell me that is not happening. Please tell me that is not happening. Sweet God, please tell me that's not happening. Oh my God. I bet they're a fake vet if they're a Ryan's pal. Well, I hope it's a fake vet. I hope it is. I hope it's not an actual vet. I can't imagine taking my Bubby Wumpkin children in and being told that I need to use essential oils on them. I would probably slap a motherfucker and be like, I don't think so. Okay, maybe I wouldn't slap them. I'd want to. But I certainly would go off. And I certainly would be making a video about it. I'd probably do it like right in front of the building.
I have an affiliate. That's the oily.
That's
known
awesome.
as the oily vet.
Great.
What else do I? Oh, and I also have other things you can get off of Amazon. These are little minis, and the lid just pops open, and so this means you can take your oils, everywhere. I know these aren't huge, but say you were traveling and you wanted to take all the oils with you, then you just take 6 of these guys.
I had no idea we had all this stuff, right? That's that ignorance on fire. It's perfect.
Good stuff. Okay, so what about some of the uses of these oils? Let's get into those.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
You want to start with the
Well, I have it in order just the way
Okay.
it's going to go up on the website
Right.
too. Is lemon. So
Okay.
lemon is.
lemon?
Yep. Let's do it. Obviously, you guys, well, this comes from cold pressing, so it's not through distillation like the other oils are, but direct from the rind.
good.
Yeah, it smells amazing, and just like you would expect. I mean, what are you going to do with lemon? Well, it's refreshing. It's invigorating. I think a lot of times it's used for bad odor, malodors. So things like you can put it in a cotton ball and put it into an area that doesn't smell good. Could be a bathroom, right? Could be in the back of a refrigerator,
Right.
right?
Laundry.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So I'll just read you some of the things that I put up on here. But so diffusing, again, like 5 drops, if you're using a 100 ml diffuser, so 5 drops, 5 to 10 drops, you can just diffuse it. Can increase lift mood, improve job performance. The cotton ball thing I told you about, there's a cleaning. You can use it for cleaning, add it to your cleaners. And you can add a few drops to your gym laundry, like Lisa said. But again, hundreds, if not, no, there's thousands of different ways to use oil. So there's no way we can cover all that. We're never going to be able to, but we will provide content through social media. We'll continue to post stuff, and hopefully you guys can find a good reputable source through Google too, as well.
And after Ryan goes through all these, I'll give you some of like my just favorite uses of these.
Well, you want to just kind of chime in as we're going? That way
Okay,
it doesn't
well, the
seem confusing.
lemon, I love. Okay, so
I've got to say what Kig just said. This would be a good physical product to use with your med bed. Well, if Dr. Bill is listening, I don't want to give him ideas, but I could definitely see that. I'm surprised that Unpassive has not gotten into the oils as a physical product, because, talking about being able to help everybody around the world and, above market value, but below market price. Essential oils is all about essential oils, babe. It's a done deal. I'm surprised that has not happened.
So I've been using essential oils for a very long time. So I do put a drop in my water. Okay, so that's kind of like my lemon water. Very good. I also love to diffuse it with peppermint, because it actually, peppermint has like an uplifting mood, so it can kind of help you waken up. So I like putting the two together because it's a very fresh, awakening scent. And like Ryan said, in cleaners, like I use amber bottles, I make my own cleaner, and the fresh lemon scent, is always delicious, necessary. So those are my favorite lemon.
All right, awesome. All right, so next up was lavender, stress, sleep. Mood, a lot has to do with mood. Like I wish our 11-year-old was here. She was going to come on and show you how she makes her spray bottle. And she's just walking around many times in the house, just spraying, but mostly on her bed. She'll use it on her sheets, which is great. I absolutely love that. You can apply topically direct to behind your ears, on your temples, on your wrist folds. I use lavender. I absolutely love it. As a natural perfume, you can actually apply it topically as a natural perfume. It's excellent for do-it-yourself recipes. There's probably, just again, so many different recipes online, from household cleaning to de-stressing to mood to a lot of, right?
And lavender and lemon also go really well together. So you'll kind of find your blends that you like. And I mix scents all the time and just kind of see what, freshens up the home. But lavender, again, this roller is perfect for lavender because I love to put it at my wrist, smell it. I also like the lavender above the navel. Just really good placements. And like Ryan said, sleep, that's my preferred use for it. But also any times of stress, or if my house is kind of a little too active, I might start putting in the diffusers everywhere just to tone it down a bit. Yeah, so I mean, there's so many uses. Great stuff. Lavender is awesome, and it's also that can be known as, like, if you want to call it, like your red oil. So anything that you think is like red, like you're angry or you're frustrated, or it's calming. So think a red mood.
Oh, I forgot to say lavender's from Bulgaria too, and it's part of it. It's distilled.
And this one will be on the website.
Yeah, of course. And we'll try to move through it fast. I know we've already gone 23 minutes, so let's try to get through it fast. Tea tree oil is up next, Lisa.
Okay, tea tree oil. I mean, 5
drops in a diffuser.
Yes.
That's for a great refresh space. This is one of those ones that's great for air quality, indoor air quality.
Yeah, it's also, because of its antibacterial benefit, that's the one I love to use with gym clothes. So I'll put some drops straight into the laundry, or any like sports clothing, any like really dirty laundry. So yeah, someone's a fisherman and you got the fishy stink on, clothing. Really helps there. Also, speaking of laundry, you can get the wool dryer balls, and that's what I use. We don't use fabric softeners or anything like that with scents because they're not good for you. So I have dryer balls. Go online, Amazon, wool dryer balls, and I just put maybe a few drops onto each dryer ball when I throw it in there. So tea tree oil is really great for that. It's been well known for use because of the antibacterial and fungal for athlete's foot, for nail fungus,
ringworm, nail fungus. Even for warts. That's probably for quite a bit for warts, and that's actually applying it directly using a cotton swab.
Right.
That's not through a dilution, I don't believe.
Insect bites. There's so many uses.
But tea tree should be applied almost always with a carrier oil, just because of, again, some of the sensitivities that can occur. Going back to lemon too, sometimes you can get a photosensitivity if you're using it directly on the skin. So just be cautious with that. If your skin kind of heats up and gets a superficial rash, that could be just part of that photosensitivity reaction. But with tea tree too, I don't think you're supposed to consume it orally. Right. Is that the one we were talking about? Yes. Where if you had it in a mouthwash, it's designed to be spit out?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and obviously putting in a mouthwash is the antibacterial properties of it, but making sure you're not
ingesting it. Okay. Yeah, and tea tree we mentioned is from Australia, so from the leaves. All right. So next up, Lisa, is the peppermint. Ooh, so many amazing uses with peppermint. It's unbelievable.
Right. Peppermint. We all love peppermint.
Right.
But again, I like it in a diffuser because it's awakening.
Sweet Goth, do you have a doTERRA, this handbook or training materials? Do you have any of that? I'm sure there's stuff that I could find online, but just wondering if you've collected anything.
So maybe it's a great thing to have in an office.
An office space.
Really keeps you alert. You can put little dabs of the carrier oil behind your ears. I would not advise the temple. I did do that to Ryan once. Okay. It can be a little strong. So it just depends on how much you use. I like to use it for myself orally as like a breath mint. So just make sure it's only 1 drop because it is powerful. Powerful.
You got doTERRA through Amazon. Hey, why did it? Is there more?
Still streaming on YouTube. Sorry about that, guys.
What happened? It just went away. But we were just talking about peppermint. So leave right off. I gave my uses, and let's do your uses.
All right, yeah. So, okay, that was for peppermint. So diffuse 5 drops, again, multitude of benefits, including sinus, allergy relief, improved focus, concentration. Also muscle pain, aches, headache, 1 to 2 drops behind the ears. Be careful with the temples, like Lisa said. Freshen breath, 1 drop on the tongue. Oral, borderline, yes, but it is very, very nice for refreshing the breath. Let's go on to frankincense, Lisa. I know this is one that many, many people love.
This is like the king
This
of
is from
oils.
India, by the way. This is Boswellia serrata. This is out of India. But this is a king for sure, for a state of relaxation. Or what else? What else, Lisa?
Well, my favorite, I talk about the skin health benefits. So putting it with a little bit of carrier oil, or if you use the facial oil, putting a drop into with your facial oil, and it helps with fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots, tightening. Amazing stuff. So soothing to the skin, promoting cellular health, stimulates the immune system. It talks about having anti-tumor, anti-seizure properties. It's just such a great way to add it to any health regimen, aromatically, topically, and it only in certain circumstances orally. But again, those need to be well-versed in oils for that.
Yeah, I was surprised by how much of the skincare frankincense is good for, from the acne blemishes and the dark spots, which I'm starting to pick up too, just kind of those age spots. So an incredible oil. It's unbelievable. Yeah. All right. And then the last one was the immunity blend. So we talked about what's in the immunity blend. Again, clove, cinnamon, orange, eucalyptus, and rosemary.
Now this is something I have going in our house like all the time. Because especially during your so-called, cold and flu season, but when I know like a bunch of kids are sick in my children's classes, I just all about prevention, right? So I will, honestly, when my kids are like walking out the door, I'll put a little bit, mix in the carrier oil behind their neck. They think I'm crazy. I'm trying to always put essential oils on them. But really the immunity blend is so good at protecting yourself and boosting your immune system. So always diffusing it in the home just for like that clean, pure immunity boost.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's our 6-pack. They are only available in a pack at this time. We will continue to evaluate and look to add on more oils in the future and possibly go into singles. But right now, this is the way that it's available.
And like I said, $49.95 for members, $69.95 for non-members. Regardless, amazing deal. And yes, like Ryan said, because I do get a lot of questions. Are we going to have this oil and that oil? This is the beginning. And as you guys know with LiveGood, we always plan to grow as we grow, adding more products. So
Well, I do not know what happened. So sorry about that. I'm back. So we had a strange little disappearance there. And can I find their video? I'm not sure I don't think we were all the way finished with it. Okay. Let me try this again. Sorry about that, guys. Don't know what happened there. And I'm not sure how far we were in the video. If anybody knows the timestamp, let me know. Going to add him to your research. Yeah, I mean, all of these people need to be looked into. And if you know anything about me and covering this shit, I love making those connections, hence the weird little diagram thing I had going on. Okay, let me share screen, and this is going to be over here. Okay, you'll have to let me know if you guys can hear this or not. Oh, and it was also, let me know if you can hear it. Can you guys hear that? Is it almost done? Okay. Nope. Okay, then I got to put it back over here. Okay. Let me see if this one.
Behind your ears, on your temples, behind on your wrist folds.
Okay, let me know. Can you hear this now? Let me remove myself.
I use lavender. I absolutely love it. As a natural perfume, you can actually apply it topically as a natural perfume. It's excellent for do-it-yourself recipes. There's probably, I mean, just again, so many different recipes online, from household cleaning to de-stressing to mood to a lot of right.
And lavender and lemon also go really well together. So you'll kind of find your blends that you like. And I mix scents all the time and just kind of see what, you know, freshens up the home. But lavender, again, this roller is perfect for lavender because I love to put it at my wrist, smell it. I also like the lavender above the navel. Just really good placements. And like Ryan said, sleep, that's my preferred use for it. But also any times of stress, or if my house is kind of a little too active, I might start putting in the diffusers everywhere just to tone it down a bit. So I mean, there's so many uses. It's great stuff. Lavender is awesome. And it's also that can be known as, like, if you want to call it, like your red oil. So anything that you think is like red, like you're angry or you're frustrated, or, you know, it's calming. So I think a red mood.
Oh, I forgot to say, lavender's from Bulgaria too, and it's part of it. It's distilled.
And this one will be on the website.
Yeah, of course. And we'll try to move through it fast. I know we've already gone 23 minutes, so let's try to get through it fast. Tea tree oil is up next, Lisa.
Okay, tea tree oil. Well, I mean,
5 drops in a diffuser.
Yes.
You know, that's for a great refresh space. This is one of those ones that's great for air quality, indoor air quality.
Oh, sweet God. Yes, we will be definitely checking into this more. And, you know, I will look as we're watching this. So I may not comment for a little bit, because I want to see if there is something that another on-passive person who had joined LiveGood, what they have going on their channel. And if it's short, maybe we'll have time to look at that too.
Yeah, it's also, I mean, because of its antibacterial benefit, that's the one I love to use with gym clothes. So I'll put some drops straight into the laundry, or any like sports clothing, any like really dirty laundry. So yeah, someone's a fisherman and you got the fishy stink on, you know, clothing. Really helps there. Also, speaking of laundry, you can get the wool dryer balls, and that's what I use. You know, we don't use fabric softeners or anything like that with scents because they're not good for you. So I have dryer balls. Go online, Amazon, wool dryer balls, and I just put like
That's a
maybe
good
a
tip.
few drops onto each dryer ball when I throw it in there. So tea tree oil is really great for that. It's been well known for use because of the antibacterial and fungal for athlete's foot, for nail fungus,
ringworm, nail fungus.
I mean,
yep, even for warts. That's for quite a bit for warts, and that's actually applying it directly using a cotton swab.
right.
That's not through a dilution, I don't believe.
Insect bites. There's so many uses.
But tea tree should be applied almost always with a carrier
Yeah.
oil, just because of, again, some of the sensitivities that can occur. And going back to lemon too, sometimes you can get a photosensitivity if you're using it directly on the skin. So just be cautious of that. If your skin kind of heats up and gets a superficial rash, that could be just part of that photosensitivity reaction. But with tea tree too, I don't think you're supposed to consume it orally.
Right.
Is that the one we were talking about?
Yes.
Where if you had it in a mouthwash, it's designed to be spit out?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and obviously putting it in a mouthwash is the antibacterial properties of it, but
Right.
making sure,
You're not
fault.
ingesting it.
Okay, yeah, I remember
Okay.
hearing this.
And tea tree we mentioned is from Australia. So from the leaves. All right. So next up, Lisa, is the peppermint. Ooh, so many amazing uses with peppermint. It's unbelievable.
right. I mean, peppermint, we all love peppermint.
Right.
But again, I like it in a diffuser because it's awakening. So maybe it's a great thing to have in an office.
In office space.
Really keeps you alert. You can put it little dabs of the carrier oil behind your ears. I would not advise the temple. I did do that to Ryan once.
Okay.
It can be a little strong.
Yeah,
So it just depends on how much you use. I like to use it for myself orally as like a breath mint. So just make sure it's only one drop because it is powerful. I mean, powerful.
Oh yeah, they got hung up here, and this lasts for a few minutes. Okay. I did find some things over on someone who promoted On Passive. I believe they removed everything about On Passive, and they have promoted LiveGood, but there's also some other things that they're promoting, which look scary because they look so scammy. Come on, guys, start talking again.
Yeah.
There we go. Heard
something
something.
too. Sorry about that, guys.
What happened? It just went away. But we were just talking about peppermint. So leave right off. I gave my uses, and let's do your uses.
All right, yeah. So, okay, that was for peppermint. So diffuse 5 drops, again, multitude of benefits, including sinus allergy relief, improved focus, concentration. Also muscle pain, aches, headache, 1 to 2 drops behind the ears. Be careful with the temples, like Lisa said. Fresh and breath, 1 drop on the tongue. Oral, borderline, yes, but it is very, very nice for freshening the breath. Let's go on to frankincense, Lisa. I know this is one that many people
This
love.
is like the king of
From
oils.
India, by the way. This is Boswellia serrata. This is out of India. But this is a king for sure, for a state of relaxation. Or what else? What else, Lisa?
Well, my favorite, I talk about the skin health benefits. So putting it with a little bit of carrier oil, or if you use a facial oil, putting a drop into with your facial oil, and it helps with fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots, tightening. I mean, amazing stuff. So soothing to the skin, promoting cellular health, stimulates the immune system. It talks about having anti-tumor, anti-seizure properties. I mean, it's just such a great way to add it to any health regimen, aromatically, topically, and it only in certain circumstances orally. But again, those need to be well versed in oils for that.
Yeah, I was surprised by how much of the skincare frankincense is good for, from the acne blemishes and the dark spots, which I'm starting to pick up too, just kind of those age spots. So an incredible oil. It's unbelievable. Yeah. All right. And then the last one was the immunity blend. So we talked about what's in the immunity blend. Again, clove, cinnamon, orange, eucalyptus, and rosemary.
Now this is something I have going in our house like all the time. Because especially during your so-called, cold and flu season, but when I know like a bunch of kids are sick in my children's classes, I just all about prevention, right? So honestly, when my kids are like walking out the door, I'll put a little bit, mix in the carrier oil behind their neck. I mean, they think I'm crazy. I'm trying to always put essential oils on them. But really, the immunity blend is so good at protecting yourself and boosting your immune system. So always diffusing it in the home just for like that clean, pure immunity boost.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
That's our 6-pack. They are only available in a pack at this time. We will continue to evaluate and look to add on more oils in the future and possibly go into singles. But right now, this is the way that it's available.
And like I said, $49.95 for members, $69.95 for non-members, regardless. Amazing, amazing deal. And yes, like Ryan said, because I do get a lot of questions, are we going to have this oil and that oil? This is the beginning. And as you guys know with Live Good, we always plan to grow as we grow, adding more products. So yeah. Any questions that
there were a bunch, but actually because we dropped off of the Zoom for whatever reason, we lost them all. So sorry about that, guys. I know there's a lot of questions we were going to try to get to, but
and we'll give you, there'll always be, like on the website, we'll have some suggested uses, but we're not going to give you an entire list of all the uses, guys, because the list is kind of endless. So I can always recommend some oil therapists to follow on social media that you can always see how they use them. Like Ryan said, there's a tremendous amount of recipes for making your own cleaning products, making your own deodorant. I mean, all kinds of stuff using essential oils. I will post my mouthwash.
And there are other books. You don't need to get anything from Live Good to get any of these recipes. You can also just look online to find recipes of how to use essential oils as cleaning products. Because I have used the lemon oil before and eucalyptus oil before, mixed with, I think one was with water or something. I mean, if you want to use them in that way. But you never need to go to an MLM for anything related to essential oils. Do not consume essential oils. Do not put them on your skin. Do not put them on your pet's skin. Do not put them on your children's skin. Let them make your home smell pretty. We like that. I don't mind, some drops on a cotton ball. In fact, I did that for my husband not too long ago. And I said, here, put this in your car, because there was something that had been in the car for a while and his car wasn't smelling so good. So I said, this will freshen it up. It was eucalyptus oil. I don't know if he used it or not, but anyway, that's what I gave him.
Because I've already been asked for that since I mentioned it on Friday's call. Great stuff. So yeah, many, many uses, always here to help. So if you have questions about them, comments, if your question did not get answered because we dropped off, just please go ahead and email those.
All right, that's it for us, guys. Have a great rest of your Monday. Super productive. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, Road to Freedom. Dang it. Don't need that. And don't need this other thing popping on. Okay, so yeah, I definitely think that all of this should be reported to Tina for sure. And I'm not sure what the acronyms ASA and CAP stand for, so I apologize for not knowing that. But I am not the world acronym knower guru person. You tag Tina every week. They know all about Live Good, and so do the BBB. But I sent a large email full of information on them. Lisa, I'm not sure I'm catching what you're saying there. So are you asking where are they from? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, sweet God, have you reported them to the FTC? But the thing is that just one report. Oh, thank you very much. The UK equivalent of Tina. Thank you very much. Thank you for that explanation. You're based in Florida. Wow, that's interesting. So it's on passive, allegedly. Allegedly. Were you looking to know where they're based from, Lisa? Is that what you were looking for? Because if so, I think Sweet Goth provided that answer. Now, I did find a video from Miss Carol Reve. But she's into a lot of stuff. So there's the first video that I came across. But I do want to show you guys, let me see if I can make this smaller so you guys can like see more of all the things that she's into. Okay, before we get down to anything of Live Good. Dang it, come over here. And she's like, assisting marketers in building multiple streams of income. And where you see this WS, that's a dead giveaway. That is GDI, Global Domains International, because that's what they sell, is anything that has a WS in it. Every week you report them to the FTC. Well, we need to have many people from different states and hopefully some people that actually have lost money to this nonsense. Rive, I'm not sure. Oh, her last name, Rive, yeah. R-I-V-E-T is the last name. So she has something where she's mentioning about global domains. And then she is talking about an income funnel. And there's something in here that's traffic authority. So I see traffic authority right there. And then she's talking about this thing, Nexus Snap. More things about multiple income streams. And look, she's giving you proof. She's giving you proof, guys. So, hey, it's got to be true. And then this is the website. Well, this is all global domains, and it says so down here. More about this Snap thing, Nexus Snap. And here we have is the first Live Good. And look, we're making an income claim of earning more than $2,000 a month. No sponsoring, no recruiting. You know, and it's all of this stuff that is also part of the problem with this overall industry. Is people like this joining multiple things, then getting other people to join multiple things. And I don't know how big of a following she has, but if we look at her views, she's not getting many views. And no shame in that. It's not like I am some big fancy YouTuber, because I'm not. And then we have something called the Quantum Club. And something about joining Nexus. So she really seems to be into this Nexus thing. But it appears she's also still promoting. And then she's talking about a rotator, which I know Marty has used a rotator. Ash has. I think there's something that was either in Freeway to Success or GDI related to a rotator, I believe. I mean, it's been a while since I've looked into both of those. But she's like into a lot of different things. And you don't see on passive anymore. She got tired of that. But there was, okay, I did do a video on affiliate advertising club. So that's something else that she promotes. Oh, look, and it's right there next to Live Good. She is into a lot of stuff. And it seems like she's putting some work into, making this stuff. But, I mean, is she coming out ahead? Do you guys think she's coming out ahead? Because it looks like to me she gets involved in something and she really pushes it. And then when that doesn't work, she moves to something else and still stays a member of something. Oh, God, she's going to talk about her damn power line. And that's a LiveGood thing, right? The power line is. And there's my traffic power line team. Goodness. Free advertising, that's scalable. Back at more LiveGood stuff. Would you guys like to see any of her LiveGood stuff? She'll need to be careful being in other MLMs alongside LiveGood. Ben has issues with that. He'll block her account and her pay. Wow. Yep, August, exactly. That's what this all boils down to is grifting, grifting, grifting for a living. Yep, that's where it all boils down to. So down here, she's promoting LiveGood heavily about a year ago. Want to check it out? Do you want to see? Let me see if I find her very first LiveGood video. Or if there's something that she wants to, she compares LiveGood to Costco membership. So they're setting it up like a shopping club, like Melaleuca. Yeah, yeah. Melaleuca, that's something else. I have a problem with that one too. Okay, I have a problem with all of them. Let me just be honest here. Which one am I going to say, that one's not so bad? No, they all are. But I have a dear friend who was a Beachbody coach that ended up joining Melaleuca, and we kind of had a falling out over Melaleuca, which I think is sad. But then I lost friendships when I was in Beachbody. How you can 10x your LiveGood income. LiveGood, why haven't I gotten any spillover? Top traffic for LiveGood affiliates, best MLM traffic. So now she's trying to shill something to, LiveGood affiliates. Shout out to my LiveGood team. Is LiveGood right for you? Proof that I send spillover in LiveGood. How to set up a free LiveGood splash page. I hate seeing them in the LiveGood swag. Yeah, I do too. I do too. I still have some of my Beachbody shit, but I'm keeping it for a different reason. I'm not keeping it because I was like, look, I'm so proud. No, I'm horrified and embarrassed. It has the pay plan. Do you guys want to watch the pay plan? Oh, look, global shipping. How long will it take to get spillover? Can you earn without enrolling anyone in LiveGood? Don't do this if you're LiveGood or going to join. Sure. You want to do the comp plan? Because I think that's the one that I was referring to. We can do that. Okay, I think you probably aren't going to hear it. I don't know if you can hear it. Could you hear any of that? Let me know if you can hear it. And I'll make it bigger. Let me know if you can hear this. You have an acquaintance still in body? Oh, she just won't hear any of what I've got to say. You can hear it. Okay, see, now here's an example of you can hear it and it's on my separate screen. That's what is so annoying. She won't hear what you have to say about MLMs. Yeah, that's not uncommon. I was keeping track, and I had one of my subscribers that was helping me with tracking like the ranking in Beachbody/Body. And it had really slowed down a lot. Try it again. Okay. Okay, I played it for a little bit. Road to Freedom said they couldn't hear it. The Scam Chan, let me know if you can hear it. Insolent Violet, let me know if you could hear it. Road to Freedom, can't hear it. Oh. Then let me bring it over here.
Hi, I'm Carol Rivet, and I wanted to go over the affiliate compensation plan with you today. Now with LiveGood, some of the highlights of LiveGood are one that you don't have to refer to earn, you don't have to buy product to earn, there's no auto ships. Okay, now about the no referring, right down here.
No, you can't, okay.
Yes, in fact, you can earn up to over $2,000 per month without ever enrolling a single person, and that is with your 2x12 matrix full. Now let me just say it's going to take you time to get there. Chances are it's going to take over a year to get there, to get a full matrix. But you really should give LiveGood 6 months to a year anyways. I wouldn't join anything without giving it 6 months to a year to, anything that you're really serious about making some extra income online or making life-changing income online. Okay, so here's the first 6 ways that you can earn. And I've done other videos too about the earning 2,000.
Why do they always have fucking diamond in there? Is that because of Amway and them having a double, triple backflip, climb Everest, diamond shit? Because it's that appears so very often. So very often.
And spillover and how fast it comes and what to expect. Okay, you won't see any spillover the first month and possibly not the second month either. So it takes time to develop, to get spillover into your matrix so that you start earning. All right, but here's the 6 ways, and the best ways, there's a
get out. So Benny Boo Boo is adding a new rank. Oh, bloody. Them in there, let's make people feel special. Look. And I love, you're unranked. You have nothing. You are just lower than dirt when you first join. Then you're a bronze. Woo! And silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. Well, where's my double backflip Pikachu skipping down the Emerald Road diamond, I want something more fancy.
Fast way to earn and a slow way to earn. The fast way to earn is you refer people and share this incredible opportunity with others. The slow way to earn is you don't refer and you struggle, and that's fine. If you don't and you do struggle, that's fine. But that's the slow way to earn. That's where you need to take over a year and just let the spillover fill your matrix a little bit at a time. And it won't take till a year before you're earning a profit. I mean,
oh wait, it won't take
to say
for over a year to earn profit. Are you including the expenses for whatever you have to pay monthly to keep your spot, and then whatever products that you're going to get? Because you got to be a product of the product, right? No, one thing riveting about Carol Rivet. I love that, Beth. That's funny. Diamond is mandatory somewhere. Roger Freeman's like, of course, it's all Amway. Yeah, it is. It is all Amway, which is all Neutralite. So it's like, it's all the same thing. It's different bullshit. Is she doing this on OConnect? I don't think she is with Unpassive anymore. I'm not sure about that. I'm really not sure. Because I know that if you do start, promoting something else, Ash gets pissy about that. Even though he hasn't been paying anybody, he gets pissy if they do something else. But I think initially people were involved in other things because you see, Omino is an ASEA, Dr. Bill's an ASEA, however the hell you say it. And I pretty much think they joined thinking like, oh, well, this is going to help me market that. But now it's more about sell the on-passive jank.
6 months, you won't be earning a few $100s, maybe more than that, maybe less. But
she at least
this is
has
the
2
6 ways to
glasses
earn.
on.
The first
I like
way
red
is
glasses.
the weekly fast start commissions, which we earn $25 per person that we refer. So it's $49.95 to start. That's a one-time $40 cost to become an affiliate and $9.95 for the membership fee. And then so $49.95 to start, and then after that, the first month, the second month, and thereafter is $9.95. That's a $10 program, ladies and gentlemen, that you can make life-changing income from if you just refer and share this with just a few people. Okay, now the fast starts, as you can see, as you refer. Unranked is where you don't refer anyone. Okay, you earn 50%, which is the $25 of everyone that you bring in. That's mainly how I've earned my income so far. And I have a number of different, I have a video below this that shows my income proof, is by fast starts, the $25, and then earning from generations down below me, because I'm at silver right now, heading towards gold. So it's very exciting. Okay, $25 per person for everyone that joins.
Sound exciting.
And then down your generations as you grow. Bronze is when you bring in 2 people. Okay, silver is when you brought in 10 people, and you have.
And thank you, Sweet Goth. That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like, okay, so you're earning because you're recruiting. That's not how this shit is supposed to work. You're supposed to earn from selling a product or service. It shouldn't be based on recruiting. Therein lies a problem when it is.
Some people in your active on your team. Gold is 30 people and 100 active people on your team. I believe silver is 20 active people on your team. And platinum is when you bring in 100 people. And then the diamond is where you need 2,500 active on your team, or you bring in 3 platinum people in 3 different.
And just think about that. How many fucking people are going to be able to have 2,500 people on their team? I'm not going to even worry about bringing people on or at the platinum level, because I think that would be really hard to do, to just immediately get people at that level. But to be a diamond and you have to have 2,500 people, those of us who have been in these things, we know it's hard to even get 2 and to keep those 2. And then you're constantly refilling that Jenga game because they're taking out a piece and you got to put one back in because you don't want that tower to fall over. And you're constantly playing that Jenga game over and over and over again as people leave. And you're never going to win because of the churn. There's always going to be the churn.
Different legs. So this is set up for, you can earn some extra income if you don't refer, and maybe it'll take 15 months, 16 months, and your matrix will be full and you'll be earning the $2,047 and you never had to refer anyone. That's great income to be making. But with this, you refer just a few people and you can turn this into $10,000 a month. It has the potential to be that and more, much more. This is the matrix. When you first join, you get in the matrix. This is the part where if you're unranked, you get a 2x12 matrix, and when it's full, you're earning $2,047. Now it takes time to fill that because there's 8,000 spots in this 2x12 matrix. You're earning 25 cents per person that falls below you. Okay, whether your upline brought them in, your sponsor brought them in, or the people in your matrix start to refer and bring them in, you earn that 25 cents. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but it really does add up. Okay, but the matrix takes time to build and to grow. All right, but what does not take time is when you refer people and you bring in a matching bonus, a 50% matching bonus on everyone that you refer on their matrix. So if you bring in 10 people and they're at, let's say, $100 on their matrix, which isn't that much, people could be seeing that in who knows, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, maybe it could be longer. I don't know. But you're bringing in and you're earning a little, you're earning some from your matrix too. And so if you have 10 people and they're all earning $100, and that's very conservative, you earn 50% of each person. So that's $50 off of each matrix you made. And that's times 10. So that's $500 just from those 10 people. And all they're earning is $100 from their matrix. Now, what about when they earn $1,000 from their matrix? Maybe they've been in it 13 months, 14 months, and they're earning $1,000, and you've got 10 people in. Okay, you earn $500 from each of those 10 people. So that's 500 times 10 is $5,000. You would earn $5,000 just with this monthly match. You see why we're all so excited in referring and bringing in as many people as we can. Okay, because the matrix match here is huge. When you get, all it takes is a couple people really, not even blowing it up, just sitting and being patient and waiting for their matrix to fill. Say that, you get people in at $500 that are earning I know one person that's come in already, and it's only been like 90 days that it's even gone international, and they're already earning I believe it was $175 a month, and that's just like 3 months. So say it's the 9th or 10th month or 11th month, and you're at $500 a month.
Okay, let me go back. Sorry, I have to go back and forth between all of this stuff. So Sweet Goss says there's a few in the top ranks that still have full-time jobs, so they can't say LiveGood is the thing making them as much money as they claim they are. One of them I watch very closely. Wow. That's just so sad. Yeah, right. She sounds so excited about it. This is the calmest I've ever seen somebody promoting an alleged opportunity. It's just odd to me of how there's no pizzazz, there's no real excitement or animation in talking about it or anything, Chalupa, you're going to have to wait just a minute, baby.
Okay, And you,
Yeah,
and
she is rocking.
or the people in your matrix are at $500 a month. That's $250 from each of them that you're going to earn in matching bonus. Okay, so and 250 and then times 10 because you bring in, well, times that times 100, times it times 1,000 if you happen to be a big time recruiter, you know, or if you're not a big time recruiter like me, if you just bring 2 or 3 people in a week, that's going to build up. That's going to explode. Okay. And you can see with the matrices as they open up. This is unranked 2x12. Then you bring in 2 people and it opens up to a 2x13 where you can earn over 4,000 once your matrix is full. Then gold is over 8,000 once your matrix is full, and diamond over 16,000. This is monthly income. The matrix here is monthly income. That's pretty incredible.
Okay, so she's saying this is the monthly income, which again, this is what people are expecting to be able to make. They're expecting to be able to get to that over $16,000 a month. They're not looking at the 2,000. Everybody's seeing themselves at the diamond level. But I bet very few people even make $2,000 off of this a month. Because that's not how this shit works.
Okay, and then you're earning a monthly income on the 50% matching bonus that you earn from everyone that you refer from their matrix. So, I mean, that's where the money is right there, is in the matching bonus.
The money is in
of
recruiting.
The matrix and
it's in
bringing
recruiting.
People in. Even if you bring somebody in one new person in a month, you know, that could set you free.
And how easy is it to find that one person a month? Say it with me, everybody. Next to impossible. Okay, that wasn't just one word, but you know what I mean. It's like, it sounds like it's doable, right? It always sounds like, well, that's not too many. That's just one. Surely I can do that. It sounds very reasonable. But then after you join and you're in it, you've been in it for 6 months, 8 months, whatever. It's like, and you have no one, it's much more difficult. But they make it sound like it's so easy. And if you don't do it well, you just must be doing something wrong. You're not in alignment. You don't have the right mindset. You just really need to, you're doing something wrong.
In just a matter of 6 months of you referring and bringing people in and working, and and eventually you're going to be showing some income proof, and so that's going to bring people in more. Now, retail commissions we do not earn when the person is a member and they buy product. We earn when somebody pays for the product with cost of retail. We earn 50% of the difference between the retail cost and the membership cost. It's because the membership cost is so inexpensive that people, you don't need to join LiveGood because of the compensation plan, although many do. Join LiveGood because the products are so good, and because they're so inexpensive, they're so low cost with great quality, high quality, everything's organic. And the influencer bonus is when you sell with retail and you sell large quantities of it, that you earn. You have a potential as you go to eventually earn 100% of the difference between the membership cost and the retail cost. And the diamond bonus pool is what we're all working towards. It's where they share.
See, that's what we're working
toward. Diamond members, they share 2% of the company.
We're all working towards the diamond bonus pool. Everybody wants to be a diamond because everybody's looking at that over $16,000 a month as a diamond. That's what they're looking at. That's where everybody is believing they can get to.
company sales, of the company revenue amongst the diamond leaders. It can be anywhere from $10,000 a month or more. 20, I mean, the last ones, they had gotten 20, and now we're starting to get more diamond members in. And you can click right down here for the rank, and you can see for the ranks. But the potential income of this, it takes time. But if you get in this and really work this for a whole year, oh my gosh, oh my word, the income that you could be making. If you're looking for something to leave your job at, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it right here. You just need to teach if you do TikTok shorts, if you do YouTube videos, you don't have to show your face. If you have Instagram, if you do any of those, if you have any kind of following on any social media, you will blow this LiveGood up. Okay, if you've been in health and wellness companies before, there's Herbalife, there's some other ones that many have been in. My Daily Choice is one, those type of things. There's no sponsoring required. There's no auto ships. There's no product volume that you have to have. There's no sales volume that you have to purchase in order to qualify to earn. You're not going to have, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to have a garage full of product unless you want it. Unless you plan on buying a whole bunch of product and going to a sale or something like that. That's fine, but that you don't have to do that to earn. You don't ever have to purchase one product from LiveGood and you can still earn. Although I love the Factor 4. It's amazing and wonderful. And I had no intention of buying any product. And I'm going to be getting the greens here pretty soon too for energy. But
My Daily Choice is also connected to LiveGood. Well, there goes my damn, weird tangled little web. There's another one to add to it. I'm not surprised though. I'm just not.
This is LiveGood. And this is how exciting it can be. If you really work this for a whole year, oh my gosh, you won't ever have to work again. Just work it for a whole year and then help the people in your team answer questions, answer emails, do things like that. Okay? So if you have not joined LiveGood yet, take the 5-minute, click the 5-minute tour link down below. It's just 5 minutes. Just sit down and watch it. Get yourself a cup of coffee and enter your name and email and lock yourself in a spot in the position, in the matrix, in my matrix and my team. I'd appreciate that. Okay, if this helped, please like and share. And you guys have a great day and stay blessed and healthy.
Oh, goodness. Goodness. Well, there was Miss Carol. And she definitely is not the most exciting presenter. Goodness. It's just a lot to take in of all of these connections and seeing that this is yet another one that is dependent upon recruiting. And I've got to get something in that's like Vizio, but not Vizio, to be able to come up with some sort of diagram, because making these different connections between all of these, I find that interesting and also quite frightening. Well, guys, I know Chalupa is really kind of getting a bit antsy. And so I'm going to get down on the go-go. But I do want to say thank you to everybody who participated in the chat. Also, thank you to the lurkers. Thank you for anybody who was in the catch-up crew. A whoop whoop for you guys, and a whoop whoop for anybody in the replay crew. And also thank you very much for my, oh my God. Oh yeah, the hemp works. Yeah, I don't like them either. That I just got thrown off what I was talking about. Thank you to my channel members and to my patrons, to my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. And if you haven't given it a thumbs up, do that too. I typically don't say anything about doing any of that. I'm just a YouTuber who just figures people know to do that shit. So I just don't remind people to do it very often. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this today. So have a good one. And of course, there's always so much more to talk about. I've got more and more will be coming up. I can't tell you when, what, or where, and why, and how, and all that yet, but I'll be back. So have a good one, everyone. And don't forget, you're beautiful and I love you. Until next time, bye, all.